Time for Would You Rather this week on Foreplay Podcast.
Yay.
A little uplifting. Not that it was downlifting, but it was a serious conversation.
Downlifting.
I know
that's a word.
I know I commandeered downlifting. I know I commandeered a lot of that.
Something down.
That's the joke. Yeah.
That wasn't a joke. That was just me talking. Would you rather live one 1,000-year life or 10 100-year lives?
Jeez.
It's tough.
I have a question about the stipulations.
Okay, go ahead. You don't remember anything from your 10 lives?
So, like, live number 2, I don't remember.
No, absolutely
live
not.
number 1. Is it sequential? Like, for instance, I die and then I'm
Easy,
reborn
great
in my
job.
second life immediately.
I think that's
Third.
undetermined.
Okay. 1,000. Do I get to?
Do you get to?
Were you going to say, do you get to choose when?
Choose gender.
We're going to say that this starts tomorrow.
This starts tomorrow. I'm born. I go back to birth
Tomorrow, yeah.
1,000-year life.
So wait, in 1,000-year life. So does that mean you aged a fraction?
Like, do you
The
age
speed of a normal
Am I
human?
gonna be?
10
Or do you
years,
age-
100 years?
Or do you age to 30 and then never age?
No,
again?
it's
Scaled.
It's scaled.
It's proportional. It's
Yeah.
like when you're 900, you're 90.
Yeah.
So you're basically like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Jesus, so you just live a slow
like
ass
a
fucking
vampire.
life. So you're literally an infant for like 100 years, for 10 years.
Yeah, that sounds pretty beat.
Yeah.
How does that work? You're gonna die. Nobody's gonna take care of you.
In theory, if it
In
works.
theory,
You're sucking
yeah.
a teat for 10 years.
Doesn't sound like a bad life to me. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's your mom's tit.
No,
Oh,
Hold
God. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What?
Enough, hold the fluff.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I just thought of that.
The 1,000 years is just.
I don't know. I'd really like if you could like pick an age for your 1,000 years to just stay at.
Yeah. Because being old and, like, what if I get arthritis at year 700? Now I've got freaking 300 years of not being able to use my hands. That's fucked.
Yeah, but you
No
you
way.
just-
They're not like this.
for hundreds of years.
Like, yeah. If
You
I'm
have to be. Holy
But
shit.
imagine what you would see in the lifetime
if-
of one 1,000-year life.
Yeah, but what if you get hit by a fucking car like at the age of 5?
yeah,
You're like
and
a
I'm paralyzed
paraplegic.
for 995 years, and I don't get.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone would live that to be dour. I think you would
Yeah.
probably end up ending yourself.
But that's what I mean.
Nah,
At least
no, you'd have a lot of time for knowledge. You could be the next Stephen Hawking.
this is true.
That's what I'm saying. You could really. You want to talk about a primes, being in your prime? Those 20s and 30s for 200-300 years in there.
That'd be
You
high.
want to talk about your prime
Well, I'd already be revered
I'd-
as a
I
god.
would have every venereal disease.
ever.
Oh my God.
I think I'm going with 1,000
I don't know.
because one, you would also you could use it for good, but
Of
you
course,
you'd
yeah,
also
yeah.
be a freak
It's true as well.
once they found out your dirty little secret.
Oh yeah. What if they just caged you up to see, like, let's see how long he lives.
But actually, now I was thinking about this is the tough part again. It's always like in the movies where it's like you got to watch all your loved ones die, right?
Yep.
But this is the weird thing. It's like you're like a real. I almost feel like you don't have a family. I think you're in this scenario. You're
You're
just
just a
born.
drifter.
You're just born because you
What
can't
if you fall in love?
because your parents would be dead before you were 10 years old.
Yeah, pretty
not
much
even.
actually.
So they really wouldn't even mean like that
Well, you could be Batman then.
much. Oh yeah, I mean, you could be Batman right now, but you just don't have the means. He was just a rich man.
Yeah, but my parents aren't dead, so
That's true.
There's no motivation.
No motivation. You can't just want to be Batman. You have to have dead parents.
Yeah, that too. Like that's emotionally taxing.
Exactly.
Not being, or like maybe you fall in love at year 300.
And this is almost a problem because we didn't talk about it in religious beliefs, but I do believe in reincarnation. So isn't my 10, 100-year lives already happening for me?
Could be.
I guess the only thing different now is I just live life normal, or
The only
mean,
thing,
if I-
the
if I
only
can't-
thing with most people with the 10, 100-year lives, that's what it is.
Mhm.
Is that like they'll just procrastinate and be like, oh, I got 9
Yeah,
more of
yeah.
these. I can just fuck this one up. If you slip up, you're just like,
that's
"Ah, shit."
true. Yeah.
well, I mean, imagine the 1,000-year life.
That's what I mean.
That's
you
that's
screw
more
up, you have
intense
to.
though, because now it's just
You're stuck.
eternity. You're just fucking.
Paraplegic at age 52. You got 948
Hey,
years to
I
go.
like to believe that in 900 years we have that fixed.
Think about how much happened in the world.
Love
from
that as well.
whatever 1000 was to 2000.
Think about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
iPhone.
That's
came
why
out.
we've hit the exponential part of that curve.
That's true.
Which is freaking awesome because we'll get to see a lot of changes.
We're going to be in the prime of it.
We're in the
I
prime
do
of it.
feel this is a whole another conversation for another day. I feel like we were born at the perfect age. I feel like every generation says that, but we know life before cell phones and going outside, and we know life in it and after.
We also have a chance to be living in 3 different centuries,
That too.
which is pretty cool.
I would say
Whoa.
I mean, we're gonna have to be pretty old,
Yeah.
but
let me
I'm no shot at that. But
let me start in 30 years. I think that's the golden age till we get nuked. Because in 100 years from 30 years, we will be plugged into games. 100%.
What are you saying 100 years from 30 years? Where, what?
I'm saying
What was that?
Let-
Am I the only one puzzled
let
by
my
this?
birthday be October 29th, 2043. And let me live from there.
That's what you're saying is the
Isn't
perfect
October
time?
That's gonna be
29th
perfect.
What they plug in the Fast and
We're gonna
Back
be
to the Future.
we're gonna be living the
October
Matrix.
29th.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like we'll be at the Matrix 100 years from
We're all gonna have
that
our
year.
own little pods.
No, Back to the Future is like way.
Ew.
Like Back to the Future's future date already passed.
No,
Yeah.
didn't they type in October 29th though? Wasn't that the month and
It-
day?
It could have.
It
been.
was October, but I'm not sure.
I don't know what
the
day.
was.
Might have been 15th.
Maybe 11.
It was a few years ago, though.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick the 1,000. You want to talk about a prime?
You got a good.
And because this is honestly my scariest part of death is that I want to know what happens.
Yeah,
And it feels like
there's
this
a
is
good chance.
this is my one chance at ever getting
You can
that.
see the sun explode
Exploding.
Yeah.
Might very well.
into a whatever the hell it is.
Because unfortunately, as our track right now,
Supernova.
our great grandchildren, we're not setting it up great for them.
No, no.
Wait,
Not
even-
at all.
Even since our star is a lot closer, is it true that we wouldn't even actually see it explode?
Well, no,
Wouldn't it
we'd be
explode and
because
then
it hits a point of what is it, the red giant phase
I don't
that
know
it
the
hits,
order
and
of
when
it.
it hits that phase, we'd be eaten up.
We'd just
already
be
by that point.
incinerated.
okay.
We're not
Before
gonna,
it even blows up.
not gonna hit
I
that
know.
point. We're
But
blowing
no, I was just
ourselves up
thinking of the
long
whole
before
thing where
that.
people say like the stars that you see, they're already gone. That's still just the
Yeah.
traveling
Oh,
light
yeah,
is
All the
still
stars that you
reaching
see
us.
in the sky are dead.
yeah, supposedly
white dwarfs.
some shit like that. Yeah.
White dwarfs. I
I don't know enough about stars.
want to talk about space again. I fucking love
Dude,
space.
side note, I love when like Neil deGrasse Tyson compares
Love that man.
something that happens in space to normal everyday life and how extreme everything is out
Yeah.
there.
There,
It's
yeah.
so fascinating to
Yeah.
see how those comparisons. I don't really have anything specific.
In a different
Looking
life,
forward to something.
in a different life, I was an astrologist, but I'm picking 1,000. Mike.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Oh, okay. Nick's picking 1000s.
I'm gonna pick 1000s because one, I wouldn't want to be alive without the people I love. Like I know you're saying no family, but I'm pretty sure I would fall in love at some point.
No, I'm just saying you weren't
that
born
does-
into a family. Like,
Yeah, I was just-
obviously you make
I'll make my own
Yeah.
family. But that's the thing. Once they're gone, what am I gonna do? Just recycle families?
Exactly.
I wouldn't be happy
have
with that,
to.
you know. But I wouldn't be happy with that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I would miss every person
that's
that
fair.
I cared for that
that's-
deeply.
I don't know. That's why it doesn't make sense to me though.
What do you mean?
Because with the 1,000 life, because it's like, all
Scaled.
right, say you meet somebody, you fall in love, you have kids. Like your kids are gonna age way rapidly than you, and
I
everyone's
know.
like,
They're gonna-
all right, what the fuck's going on here?
Well, not only I don't even care what other people think. Like at the end of the day, you're already a demigod because someone's gonna notice your life for 1,000 years.
Yeah. I thought
Someone's gonna notice that
Someone's
you know,
gonna find
that
a
you were-
picture
a
of me.
13-year-old boy.
You were in every war for the last 800
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
Well, you're not fucking Superman. Like you could
Yeah.
die in
But
all those wars.
You could be like, you know, something that doesn't go overseas and stay in the military forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're
Very-
rolling the dice.
Yeah. So I don't want to do that. I'd rather 10 meaningful and like who knows?
You're saying meaningful, but
yeah,
you wake up.
You're right. I have a very good chance of being poor or being
Because you're thinking
in-
of these 10 lives as how you're living your life now. 10
exactly. And they
times
very
over.
well could be different. You're 100%. But I'm also thinking 1,000 years from tomorrow. That's concrete. You've said that the 10 years, 10 different lives aren't back to back to back. So maybe I
Not
get to
necessarily.
experience, not necessarily.
1,000
Yeah.
years.
So maybe I get
Also
to
not
experience.
necessarily living to 100.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Could you imagine?
Well, then why would what's the?
3017.
I thought it was
but I'm
10
just saying,
100.
but we could also get killed like fucking at year 5 of the 1,000.
That's true. Well, then then I'd
You know
rather
what I
have
mean?
10 shots.
Yeah.
Then because if you're wiped out at
Yeah.
year 10 there,
But
that
if
was
you're
your only
not,
one. Yeah, exactly. But if I am at age whatever on one life or even 2 lives,
Right,
like-
there's a much better chance of surviving.
Yes.
with the
or,
10
or
lives.
Getting that
or
full-
thriving.
getting that full
Just
1,000
think about
years,
getting.
quote
Just
unquote.
think about getting through the first fucking 10 years of your life till you're 1, and your fucking mom is like, "Why is my infant not fucking
Yeah,
growing?
but you
Why
were
is
going
this-"
to be the smartest fucking teenager. The
Oh,
world
God,
has
Hopefully,
seen.
hopefully,
I guess, yeah, you're rolling the dice.
You're
Who
rolling the
knows
dice.
what you're
Well, what do
born
you
with.
mean?
or like maybe you just waste the time anyway. You're like, you know what, sleep sounds. pretty good."
Eventually you would become smart if you
I
wanted
drooled
to.
on myself
If you
for
wanted to,
100
yeah, if
years.
you wanted to. Who knows?
Dude, you don't know what
You
you're
don't know.
waking
You
up
might
with.
again. You might procrastinate it all. You're like, oh, I got tons of years. I'm golden. You never know.
a decade as a fucking drooling
Ah.
infant.
You might wake up as
Shitting all
the
over
next
myself.
Bobby Flay. You don't know.
Yeah.
Kevin, what would you
So
pick?
I could. I'm not even gonna go.
I think I'm leaning towards
What?
10, 100-year lives, because the big thing with that is there's no recollection between
Each one.
all of them.
Yeah.
Whereas 1,000 years is just like, I feel like the mind can only handle. Imagine containing 1,000.
Yeah,
like,
that.
800 years worth of information. You're not
That's
going to be able to
insane.
retain
Could
it
be
all
the
anyway.
wisest old man ever.
Well, I'm not really thinking of it as 1,000. I'm almost thinking of it more as like 500-600 maybe, because I don't know if I'd want to live anymore after
Yeah.
that, you know. But still, 500-600 years, 10
It's
years
cool.
ago.
It's cool to think about.
I just keep thinking of Wolverine, and that's I don't know.
I feel like
badass.
I feel like the table was set up right, because I feel like me and you agree on a lot of these would you rather's versus that
I'd
side
have-
of the fucking table.
I'd have 10 shots to become The Rock.
I'll take those odds.
Those are good odds.
And on Dwayne The Rock Johnson, we'll come back with a do you know question. Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/4playvideo.
If you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.